Hi, and welcome to Elonda Monet's Positive Thoughts. Today we're going to concentrate on self, and the title would be I Am Not For Sale. Now, when you think of the for sale items, usually in the clothing department, they're always in the back. They're always considered leftovers. They're always considered not sellable. So, when you say I'm not for sale, we're talking about you yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your insides. You yourself, you who the person who you are. And let me give you 7 ways to make sure that you're not falling in the trap of being on sale. Oh, by the way, Oboragani. Assalamu alaikum. E Karo. Now let's jump to it. Number 1, stop comparing yourself to others. A lot of times we look at the outside product or whatever they want to present to us, and we hold that to heart. That's the way it should be. I should be a size 2. I should be 6'1" and drive a Mercedes. But realistic thinking, how many of us drive Lexuses or Mercedes? How many of us are a size 2? Nobody in my family. So when you compare yourself to others, you always downplay who you are. Whatever you have inside of you is important. And those things should be edified, glorified, and actually just really looking into them to find out what it is about you that makes you you. Everybody is different. Everybody brings something different to make the whole. So be truthful to yourself first before you can be truthful to anyone else. Number 2, don't settle. My God, stop settling. I can't get this, so I'll go for that. Don't settle. Go for exactly what you want. Stay the course. Now, you may not go A, B, C. You may go A, C, D, B. It doesn't matter. Just stay the course. And don't just take something because you're tired. Have you noticed when you go to the grocery store and you're hungry? You pick up everything in that thing that you think you might want. Just because you are hungry, because you are dealing or you're operating out of lack or necessity. But when you go to the grocery store full, you actually go and watch the list that you have. You go down the list, you go get it, and you get out. But when you're operating out of scarcity, when you're operating out of lack, then you will choose those things as a temporary fix for right now. Is he Mr. Right or Mr. Right now? It's better to have a half of a man than a whole man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because 2 halves don't make a whole. 2 halves make 2 halves of a mess. Number 3, start appreciating. Appreciate who you are and what you bring to the table. Appreciate that you are different. Yes, I have never fit into any molding anyone has said I should be. And I know that. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. But I am proud of who I am, what I have accomplished, and how I went about it. Now, I may not have liked the journey, but I understood the process. In order for me to get to point A to point C, I had to go through point B. I couldn't negate that. So if God will bring me to it, he is definitely going to bring me through it. He's never going to put too much on me that I can't handle. If he is walking with me, then he will help me through those times if it is in his purpose. Number 4, foster healthy relationships. It is very important who you connect with. Because have you ever heard your mama say, I can tell how far you going by looking at your friends? I can tell what you're going to do by looking at your friends. Your friends are a reflection of who you are. And don't you go up in that school acting crazy, making my name look bad. Don't make me have to get off of work because of your friends. How many of us have gotten in trouble because of our friends? You didn't even do it. But you happen to be with the people who did it. When the police come and you there and they there, they taking you too. It's called accessory. So be very careful. Be very careful of who you choose as a friend. Now, I know a lot of people. I have a lot of associates. But my friend circle is very small because everybody can't handle my truth. And I don't tell everybody everything, period. Number 5, learn to say no. And I know that's kind of hard for some of us. Now, I say no for easy, but that's because of my mother. So I don't have a problem with saying no. But some people actually do. They incorporate that no into a feeling of being rejected. And no, I know when I was in multi-level marketing, people would tell me no, but I didn't take N-O. I took it as K-N-O-W. Let me tell you, how can I help you? What do I need to know in order to help you get what you need? So sometimes you can turn that no into K-N-O-W versus N-O. Now, when you use the word N-O, it's definite. It's no in every language. I don't care if it's Japanese, Chinese, Hebrew, Mexican, whatever. No means no. And when you stand on that no, you have to, whatever consequences that follow that no, you have to be able and ready to, number 1, take those consequences, give those consequences, and stand by those things that may happen. Number 6, set healthy boundaries. Set healthy boundaries. Now, I know I ain't going to do that, and then the next thing you know, you're doing it. When you're setting healthy boundaries, you're putting yourself first. It's not being selfish, it's being self-loving, self-caring, self-motivating. You have to be able to take care of self, because if you don't take care of yourself, you are the base of it. Everything, self-esteem, self-love, self-care, all of it begins with self. How can you enrich somebody else when you yourself is falling apart? How can you help somebody else when you can't help yourself? I had a friend to tell me, you know what, help can't help to help. But what can you do? How can you help yourself from getting from point A to point B to point C? How can you do it? Your friends, the people that you are around, your associates, your relationships. Who do you have to help you when you're down? If you're always giving, you're always the one that helps, you're always the one that's standing in the gap, what happens when you need that help? If someone is always taking, they don't know how to give. So you can expect that person to give. If you say, let me borrow $5 and I will pay you back on Wednesday.
Stop. Okay. Same time it cut.
What was I saying? And moving to number 7, follow your heart. And I know the heart can be deceitful. The heart can make you do things that you really have never even thought about doing. The heart can really get you in some really big binds. But ultimately, what you love, you will support. What you love, you will go above and beyond doing. But first of all, you have to learn to love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, how can you love anyone else? How can you show that love if you only want to take? In order for you to give or to get back, you have to have your hands open. When you're taking, they're clutched because you were grabbing. So what do you have to offer? What do you have to give? In a relationship, there's a lot of bending. There's a lot of giving and taking. There should be people who are working together for the common goal. So what are you doing? Or are you putting is your relationship for sale? Or are you for sale? What are you giving up? Those are some things I want you just to sit back and think. What am I doing? Who am I? What is my purpose? And why am I here? Whether you know it or not, every problem, everything that you have ever gone through is to springboard you to the next thing. And sometimes it's just to show you who you are, to show you what's inside of you. Because you never know. You can never have a testimony without a test. That's the purpose of the testimony, to tell of the test. And that's the way a teacher tests their students to see how much they have retained from that lesson. So maybe this is a test for you. Are you for sale? Time to check it out. Well, guys, that's it for me today. I love you, but God loves you more. And remember, I will see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Peace.